Hello, I am on Leith Walk today, but it's not the only place I'm going to be. I'm going to do not one, but two red plaques today. We've only got 3 left on our list, so yeah, we're going to knock 2 out today. Yeah, so let's crack on, head to number 1. It should be ahead of me somewhere. So I'm actually heading for 165A, and I'm currently still in the 300s. Oh, look, 295. I'm getting closer. It's a little further than I thought it was. Yeah. Okay, here we are. At least I think so. Oh, yep, there's our red plaque. Right, let's go and have a read. Okay, the Leith Tramways Depot. This 1938 modernist movement building held offices for the tram depot that stood behind it, where electric trams were stabled until 1956. Okay. I got a couple of questions there, really. Firstly, 1938 is quite new, really, for heritage, but I guess it all counts. And stabled is an interesting word for electric trams, isn't it? Okay. So this is actually a C-listed building. It was refurbed in 2016, and the depot that stood to the back was actually demolished in 2017. But a fun fact that I've just discovered is this was the northern depot, and we're heading to the southern one in a minute. The other red plaque is the southern depot, which I hadn't realised they were connected, but they are. Yeah. Okay, here's the front of the building. Looks a bit more grand there. Okay, on to the southern depot, I guess. Yeah, Dryden Road is where we're heading to next. I will also see if I can find any photos of the old depot, actually, as it wasn't that long ago. If I find any, I will post them over this. Yeah, sounds like a plan. So I actually think I said road earlier, but it's looking like it's Dryden Street, unless it changes further up. Okay, I hope I'm heading the right direction. That chimney is basically where I need to be. Okay, well, I'm not entirely sure if that is the chimney, because I think this is the building here. In fact, I can see the red plaque, so yes, I have no idea what that chimney is for, but maybe I'll find out in a minute. Anyway, let's go and have a look at this plaque. So this is the former Shrubhill tram depot, the southern one. Obviously, we've just been to the northern one. Let's have a read of the plaque, and then I'll give you some facts. This one's a bit more interesting than the last one, I have to say. Okay. Well, it's high up. Shrubhill Workshops and Power Station opened 1898 to service Edinburgh Corporation's cable trams, converted 1922 to build, power and maintain electric trams until 1956. Woo! Yeah, so there is actually more to it than even just that. So this was originally where they housed the horse-drawn vehicles, and then the cable vehicles, and then the electric vehicles. You got everything in one. They had 8 bays apparently in original. It looks like these windows/doors. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got another 3 down there. That's 7. Maybe that modern bit in the middle had one as well. Or possibility that there's some around that corner. I'll have a look there as well. Yeah. So after the trams finished, it did become a depot for buses as well. So it's got the full set. It really has. And then after that, it was a museum briefly before being sort of abandoned and left. It's only really recently they've actually renovated it into its current use, which seems to be, well, it's either offices or houses. Again, if I go around the corner, it might become obvious. Let's do that. Let's go around the corner. Okay, well, that's the chimney I was looking for. So there's 2. This one is definitely part of the power station, and it is B-listed. It's octagonal shape. It's apparently quite unique. Okay, and this answers that question. The tram sheds is Homes. So there you go. Scottish Home Awards 2024 Renovator of the Year. I don't know if it's going to show up well on the camera. Let's see if I can get a shot of this inner courtyard. It'll be kind of cool to get in there. That's not going to happen though. Okay, yeah, and the chimney here is actually standing all alone. That's a bit sad, but I'm loving how they've preserved it and it's still here. Oh, there's some interesting walls over there as well. I'm not going to be able to go and investigate any further than this, I don't think, but that's pretty cool. And the other side of the building. Well, I'm glad to say that this one has been quite the thing to see, and a bit more interesting than the last one. Yeah, no offence, Leith, but this one beats you. Yeah, I do like this. This is fantastic. I'm glad they've kept it. Really am. Right, okay. I think we'll call it a day with this video. We've got one plaque left to visit next time, unless they issue any more between now and then. But yeah, one to go. Or I didn't think that would happen for quite a while, but here we are. Okay, bye.